Welcome back to Beyond Bourbon. Today I review that I'm very excited to film. We tried this before the video. I surprised Jared with the pour just to see what he thought.
Blind, completely blind.
Completely blind. I said because he didn't know I bought this yet, and so I literally told him, give me your thoughts, and I'll tell you guys his answers here in a minute. But I think if you clicked on this, you've seen the title of the video. This could be the best under $100 bottle of bourbon that you've never heard of. I don't know. Insane.
When I was going through it, I was being humble on my guesses because it was so good, because I knew it wasn't gonna be, what I thought, and I was still way over all my things. So
I gave us each a bigger pour of this just because I was excited to drink it.
I would drink it all. Probably.
So a little bit about this bottle.
Gosh.
This is Rebecca Creek double oak or double barrel bourbon whiskey Spanish oak. It is 128.7 proof. It does change here. This is, I don't know if they're single barrels or batch, but I know the proof does go from like 120 to 129. This is only a 6-year-old bourbon. And if you look at this color, first of all, based on the color, you would never guess that. That is one of the darkest whiskeys ever.
Yes.
Now, the reason that it's so dark, of course, is a double oaked. However, still only 6 years old. It is 4 years old before the Spanish oak, and then 2 years goes into the Spanish oak. And this is just MGP. 6-year-old MGP.
Aged in Texas.
21% rye. And it is aged and bottled by Rebecca Creek Distilling, San Antonio, Texas. Never had anything from you. This is a Texas-only bottle as well. So, while this may be hard to get your hands on,
it's
for $90. This could be one of the best things I've ever had. So now, while we start to smell here, I'll tell you Jared's guesses.
Yeah, my guesses were
Jared guessed 110 proof, 10 years old, and you were like at least 12, 13 is what you were thinking.
I was thinking like Russell's 13 vibes.
And you hedged your bet to go to 10. Still, 4 years older than it is. $190, so you guessed over twice as expensive.
Yep.
And then you said yes, finished. So you did the finished right. But
it's clearly finished.
It's so good, dude.
That's the best I've ever had.
I can't even explain.
It's like you put Russell's 13 and Stag in a bottle, and then put it in a sweet barrel, a honey barrel or something.
Yeah, that's a perfect description of it. It's like the sweetness. I think what it is this for 2 years in a Spanish oak barrel. First of all, you think that's gonna be way too much. Double oak stuff we don't really like that much, especially when it's that long.
I don't know what it is with the Spanish oak.
Yeah,
but
it
does not give up any harsh burnt notes.
No, nothing.
It's so
There's
good.
no astringency there. It smells like a s'mores that's been covered in caramel.
It doesn't smell like super duper proofy either.
No, it doesn't. There's just so much going on.
It smells like Stag. Like it literally smells like George T. Stag.
Agreed.
I'm not even like I'm a bigger fan of MGP than probably some of you guys out there. But I still, I've had a lot of bad MGP, and this is probably one of the best MGP I've ever had.
I think this is probably the best I've ever had. This is, real quick, what it smells like to me is a caramel apple that's been covered with like peanuts and like some extra caramel corns. Like it smells like just like a caramel apple. This smells like fall. Like I want to drink this whiskey the entire bottle on October 31st. Like that's what I'm thinking about right now.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the fruitiness comes through, and I think that's why we keep thinking Stag Junior vibes. Is because it has that fruitiness.
But it's that dark fruit, that rich.
So
I don't even know.
It does smell like an extra aged product. Like I'm with
it smells finished.
It smells,
but in the best way you could ever get. Like I don't even know.
It's hard to explain this if you've not had it, and I would definitely suggest getting this immediately.
I haven't had the 13th Colony.
Double oaked, yeah.
I'm sure that's not similar, but like this is better than 13th Colony.
Yeah, because I had the pour adjustments. This is better to me.
Wow.
And for that bottle's $700, $800. This is 7/8 of the price.
Steal of the year. I'm gonna get a T-shirt with this bottle on it and advertise for them for free.
I can't. I mean, I wish you could come through this. Yeah, I would drive to Texas for this bottle. I wish you could come through this camera right now to smell this. I can't put it into words.
It's insane.
That just puts it home right there.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Wow.
It's not fair. Bourbon, it's bourbon of the year.
That's what's sad as it could be. Not sad, but
I think maybe these two have a chance to beat it.
That is just one of the craziest things.
But like WLW and Sazerac, Handy is not. It's close.
This was in 4 years in Spanish oak first, and then it went into American oak for 2 more years. And it says here, Spanish oak is a much softer wood with a wider grains that absorb more whiskey than a typical American oak, causing the whiskey to easily pull a stronger wood palate than with pronounced notes of vanilla, warm pecans. This rare experience with fellow bourbon enthusiasts. It is definitely a rare experience. The palate is even better than nose to me because everything, it's like one of the most balanced out palates I've ever had. If you like sweet, you're gonna love this. If you like a little more oak presence, you're gonna love this. It's so good. Dark, from the fruitiness to the dark notes of Heaven Hill, from Buffalo Trace to Heaven Hill, like this is a transition of everything.
Yep, it's incredible. I think I love about it is like when I first tried it, I was like, oh, this is an old product because it tastes mature and that like rich dark oak that you like, but not over oak.
Yep.
It's only half that age. I think that double oak presence is what's giving you that, but in the best way.
Yeah, I mean that is so good.
It's a rich, the mouth feels great. It's so rich.
One of the first pours I've had in a long time that I keep wanting to go into immediately. Like I can't get enough of this. This is my second blend of this today, and I want another one right now. Like I was drink this one. I cannot describe to you how good this Rebecca Creek bottle is. Mm-hmm. And if you have friends in Texas, call them up immediately. Tell them to drive to San Antonio, pick up one of these bottles. I don't even know if it's for like, I don't know if it's distributed there. Don't know if it's a distillery only bottle. I know it's Texas only.
I'm moving to Texas.
I want to try other stuff from them as well. Like what else do they have?
I don't know. This bottle is heavy, and I like it.
It's like I don't know. I can't describe to you guys how good this bottle is.
I can't believe we found bourbon of the year just on a whim.
I really think it could be bourbon of the year.
Like pecan, vanilla, I get that.
Yeah.
I get all that. Like they're not lying on their notes. Like everything about it, it's like if you see a bourbon that's that dark when it's only 6 years old.
If you
it's MGP.
If you've been to New York, they have like the street like nuts that have like the cinnamon on them and stuff, the sweetness. That's what this tastes like to me too. Man, it tastes like the nose is still caramel apple to me all around.
I'm gonna revisit this in the fall.
Yeah, I'm revisiting this until the fall. We'll get to the bottle.
Biggest surprise I've ever had. I thought this was a $400 bottle. Like honestly, I was like, I'm gonna hit my bets at like 200, 190. I thought it was like a $300 bottle when I had it.
Shout out to Morrow and Kenny. Both of them have said this was really, really good, and I'm on the train now. This is the Rebecca Creek train, and you better get on it because this is unbelievable. If this gets to other states, you're not ever gonna be able to find a bottle of this.
Oh gosh.
For under $150 at least.
Biggest, like this is gonna be your Stag. You can't find Stag. There you go. Yep. You can't find any of those, the big name stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a replacement of that, and it's so cheap.
Yeah. $90, less than $100. That's like, I mean, think about it. What's up there that is also the same price? That's like
Russell's single barrel.
Yeah, Russell's single. This blows the Russell single barrels out of the water.
It whoops it 4 times over. I mean,
what's the 127 on this one? 128. So that's also 18 proof points higher.
I mean, we did a blind recently of like mid-tier barrel proofs.
Yep.
Knob Creek single barrel whooped the competition. Wasn't even close. This whoops that bottle.
Not even close.
And it's only $40 more. Like it drinks $200 more expensive than that, and it's $40 more.
The best I can say about this bottle is that it bats out of its leagues, unbelievable. And that's not just us knowing what it is, knowing all this. That was Jared's blind. Never even heard of this bottle before you walked in here, right?
No.
Never seen it, never heard of it.
I would never guessed in 1,000 years.
Didn't know he owned it, and I just said, what do you think about it? That was his initial reaction to the bottle. That was the first pour over there. So it hasn't even opened up yet. This has been open for like an hour.
Insanity. We were not paid to do this. No. They didn't give us this bottle.
Rebecca Creek, I don't even know if you have an Instagram, but we'll tag you in this for sure.
I mean, maybe we just stumbled on a gold mine and we're the first ones hop on this train. But please hop on it because if people start getting their hands on this, they will raise the prices. I'm sure.
Yeah, and they will realize how good bourbon can be for a cheap price.
The hack.
MGP. Yeah.
All these companies trying all these things. This is what you got to do, man.
Spanish oak and then American oak.
Spanish oak first, American oak. Put it in Texas.
I would love to see a flipped around and see what that tastes like. American oak, Spanish oak for 2 years. Or even do American oak first for 2 years, then a Spanish oak at the end. I don't know. I would love to see if they've messed around with it. Like, how do they decide to do Spanish oak first, then American oak. I don't know. I love this distillery. Again, I don't know anything about them.
Nothing.
I don't know.
I've never
what
even
Rebecca Creek is.
stepped foot in Texas.
No, I haven't either. Flew through that once.
Yeah, I mean, I've stepped foot in Dallas
Yeah.
and the airport.
But that's about it. Like so we have nothing to do with this. Please, please, please look at this. This is something, I know there's been a couple bottles out there. Like Fred Minnick just reviewed one that, I forget the name of it, but he said it beat George C. Saginaw Blind. This is a bottle that could do that. I honestly believe this is a bottle that could do that.
All day long.
Yeah.
I would put it up against us. Maybe coming up video, we might have to do that.
Yeah,
because I honestly would die on this hill that I think this is one of the most biggest sleepers in the bourbon market right now.
Especially for its price.
For the price, 100%.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Let us know if you've tried it down in the comments below. And if not,
Get some.
Please ask us any questions about it. We'll find the answers for you. And you got to get your hands on this. Cheers. We'll see you next week.